Down at the range today with an infield overview and infield test of the brand new Monstrum Tactical RMSc red dot. This is a very impressive red dot, especially when you hear the price point. These are going to launch at $80, but on top of that, they've done a discount specifically for my viewers with no input needed. You just simply head over there and grab it if you want, and it will now be $49.99 for a very limited time. This is the Nitro series of red dots, and this is the latest iteration of what they've been doing with their micro style dots. Now we're going to take a closer look at this dot, talk about the specs and features, do some more shooting with it. It has been running great, and then we will do kind of like an infield sort of minor abuse test to see how it holds up. But let's kind of dig in. Let's take a closer look at this guy. The first thing I want to mention is the fact that it fits an RMS and RMSc footprint with an adapter plate in the box to adjust it for the RMS or RMSc, whatever you're using it for. It's going to fit any of those micro 9s or micro 380s that have the optics cut. A cool thing about that is that optics cut is very common on a lot of 22s, even full-size 22s right now. And a lot of guys, when they're buying those budget 22s, don't want to completely break the bank and add a $200 optic or even a $100 optic on something they just spent around $200 for. In comes this guy, especially at the launch price of $49.99. Now this is a hooded optic that protects the front lens, which is really convenient. It's fairly low profile, and as you can see, it actually co-witnesses great with those standard iron sights, and this thing gets incredibly bright down at the range. No dim emitters in this guy. It also has really nice audible and tactile buttons for the controls. It's got fairly clear glass, especially at that $50 price point. A top load battery compartment, which is key. You don't have to dismount the optic to swap out that battery, and every possible set of hardware you can think of to attach this to whatever slide you want. Overall, it's killing it in the specs and features category, especially when you remember that the fact that this is a shake awake technology red dot, almost unheard of below $80, let alone below $50 like this optic. So it checks all the boxes, including reliability and durability down at the range, but we are going to be putting that to the test, beat it up a little bit down here, shoot it some more, and then summarize after that. But so far, I'm really loving this option. For more info, check the description below. That's where you want to go to after every video, but especially this one for more info about this particular dot. Now, there are 3 variations of this dot, but all of them are going to be the same general housing and emitter. The only difference is the way the hood is shaped, and all of them are going to be generally the same, and all of them are going to be at that $49.99 price point. What we're going to be doing now is firing 3 shots at 7 yards to confirm 0, then come back to the hood of the car, beat it up, rack the slide on the front of the optic to see if it shifts 0. Then we'll fire 3 shots, repeat the entire process, fire 3 shots, and then see if it shifts 0 on that infinite defense target downrange. A nice self-healing rubberized target. But let's fire those 3 shots to confirm, and then we'll start to beat it up and see if it moves. That did amazingly well. The glass did not crack. The housing held up just fine. It did not shift 0 at all. So we are going to go up to that infinite defense target, and it easily lays out our hits. Our first 3 were right in here. Our next 3 were right about there, and then the next 3 were still right in there. So way, way smaller than the size of my fist. That was an absolute pass, and it held up insanely well. In summary, this thing did amazingly well at the price point and honestly blew me away. I was expecting something to happen at this price, and it didn't. Again, top load battery compartment hooded front sight, push button controls, ultra bright dot, clear glass, low profile design, audible and tactile clicks in the turrets. Monstrum knocked it out of the park, especially with that shake awake technology and quality for $49.99. Again, 3 variations available. The only difference is the way the hood is. They were actually said they were trying out different hoods for comfort during concealed carry, and they all felt about the same, but that's why there's 3. But that's absolutely awesome. Check the description below for more info. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.